Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. This is Andy Western representing all solar system planets intelligence. Well, like I said, I'm back in Mexico. I'm going to be going back to Mexico City tomorrow, so I'm going to be spending a lot more time on its weekends. So the energy cycles through systematical systems is going clearly through its tremendous force, and that tremendous force is going through the galactic system and the energy core. So the five diamonds, five elements, five emeralds are activated through its synchronizing souls through the mecca systems. And those mecca systems are its connection wires through its telegraphing and its radio signals. So right now, the galactic higher selves, octave 1, 2, 3, and 4, are using their communication devices through their telegraphing ways and using their um, electricity through their light formations of ground formations. So basically, they're shape shifting through its circulation rotation of its grounds. It's pretty powerful stuff that's going on right now. So we've already set the center of the multidimensional Earth, separated in four segments, and corrected its divisions. So everything is going smoothly right now. I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers and the higher self channel for love and support. You guys are amazing. Let's keep up the galactic force right now, because we are in the galactic era. We're no longer, and it's just this force in itself, because you guys are now solar. You're through the connection ways. You're fully connected through space continuum as far as when it comes to meditation. There's a lot of people that are still three dimension. That's totally fine. They can still keep meditating, get more informed with their chakra formations, understand their breathing techniques, how they can get their definitive breath, how they can self-involve themselves through their higher self, get connection ways through its radio signals, collect all their ideas and patterns. So basically, today I'd like to talk about radio signals. Radio signals are pretty powerful stuff, because it's telecommuting all intelligence, any alien formation, through its crops, through its locations. It's all about understanding telegraphing ways. It's all about understanding how to meditate the mind frequencies, the mind telepathy, the brain frequencies, how it has its own frequency levels, how its own calculation, and understanding everything around it. Knowing that when you communicate, everything is balance. And when you use your balance through your frequency levels, you can reach those harmonics. Once you reach those high-pitched harmonics, you know you're connected through higher force. You know you're connected, not just with your higher self, but also your galactic self. Now, remember what I was telling you about? I was starting my way up the ladder. Everybody goes up the ladder. There's no way of going down. You always go up. So once you break the system and its codes, then you get numbers. Once you break the matrix, you go into a higher realm through the matrix. So matrix has its own telegraphing ways through its communication devices and its connection wires through its radio signals. And those radio signals are transferred through its locations of the string theory. And that string theory is basically volumes of light formations, gamma rays, radiation lights, all combination of particles of energies, everything through its self winds, has full connection through relationship partnership. And radio signals are, it's kind of like being a dispatch. Like I'm on Earth, I'm in this human vessel, and telegraphing waves through its communication devices. And those communication devices are, radio signals to higher intelligence, reaching the highest form. So you're reaching other planet solar systems, you're reaching other intelligence of higher forms. Every intelligence bases themselves on different vibrations, different frequency levels. And once you crack those codes through the harmonics, you can now be partnership with any intelligence that you communicate with through your energies. Now, when you use your energy cycles, you get connection waves, and those connection waves go into patterns, and those patterns go into sequences, and those sequences go into location. Location goes into radio signals. It's pinpointing the graphing signals through the systematical systems, which is you, and you're getting full connection all around. And those laser connections are connecting through its pyramids, and those pyramids are its source. So let's just say a pyramid is like a computer, because that's exactly what it is in space continuum. It's very important that we have pyramids, because they go way back, the dawn of everything, the age of everything. So we have those pyramids for that reason, and that reason why they have those pyramids in that location. There's reasons why we have crops in Mexico. There's reasons why there's great locations. People are asking me, why of all places are you there? And I said, well, because I'm a high volume through its calculation, through modification, it's calculating through its radio signals. Everything is transferring its wires, connection wires. And then it goes into hyper mode, hyper speed, hyper force, hyper connection, hyper source, hyper systems. Once you get those connection waves, you're fully connected in all realms of definitive universes, multi-universes, through the sacred heart, through the sacred mind. You have to say these things over and over and over to get full connection. And it's just understanding its system, understanding line formation, because line formation has its collection, and use those the string theory through its location, and you subsurface its winds through its cloud formations, and you turn these line formations into shapes, and these shapes become communication devices, and communication devices become radio signals. Radio signals becomes transferring lights, which is your telegraphing waves, your third eye, and use those to radio signal higher intelligence through its harmonics. That's all it is. So once you get that connection, you're on your way to success as a meditator. And then the meditation methods through its chakra formations are more clear and a lot more understandable, knowing that you have that human vessel and you know exactly what to do with that human vessel, how important your human vessel is, how important it is to keep healthy, how important it is to feel healthy, how important it is to be healthy, how important it is not just to have that body and ecosystem, but also to understand your huge importance to what life has to provide you through the new dimensional earth. So it's very important that meditation is a huge part of who you are. And like I said in my last video, when you know who you are, you become extremely, extremely powerful. Confidence in all ways and forms on an everyday basis. And you never doubt yourself. You always move forward. Anything you want has to come from the heart. But understand its uplinks, understand its upgrades, understand its systems, understand its line formations and radio signals. Once you get connection with your higher self, then you become the solar, then the harmonic, then the galactic. So I say this again and again and again. So, like I said, these videos are going to get more complicated because now you're not at your A, B's, and C's now. You're entering the galactic force. There's one thing I like to add too, through my activation devices, through the radiation eyes of its perception of its northwest, south, and east hemispheres. I have full connection and relationship with my partnership, with all my galactic higher selves, locked in 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is the 5 elements. Now I put those all together through the synchronizing soul of my synchronizing self, through its diamond core, through its laser mechanisms. I have magnetic force right now through its activation. So it's sonic waves. So anybody that's watching my channel is going to be activated through my eye perception. I can heal people just by looking at them. That's how powerful I am. I'm healing people just by solar text. I'm healing people just by thought. It's because I gave myself completely and fully surrendered everything. The abundance of its all combinations through its multi-universes. Because we don't just live in one universe. People understand it. Well, if we have a universe, there's a whole lot of empty space. And I said, well, it's not empty space. Once you understand its system, once you understand space continuum, once you understand your higher self, because the higher self can fly anywhere in the world. Now, as the galactic higher self, you get more force, more recognized through its recognition of force. It has amazing, amazing force when you're in the galactic system. And you have a lot more responsibilities, and you're on your mission, but you're more connected, and you're respected. Once you're respected in higher forms of space, and its intelligence and its plantation, you get full collaboration all around through relationship and partnership with everything. Communication with its nature, communications with its atmospheres. Like yesterday, I was looking at the sky through its matrix, and I was basically moving its atmosphere, not just the cloud formations. So my eyes are getting a lot more stronger now. So this activation codes that are going through, I'm breaking its frequency through its numbers. So, remember I was telling you I was at 001? I'm at 010. So I doubled its frequency through its harmonics. I'm going extremely high right now through its intelligence. I have to, because I'm breaking its system. And the more you understand its radio signals, the more you understand its intelligence through its high-pitched volumes that it has. And they use those high-pitched volumes to reach other plantations of other intelligence. So it's understanding everything around you and how it works and what works for you, and how do I get to the next step? What are my precautions? You know, these are good things to know too. But never ever have doubt. Always have confidence. Always have focus. Always have awareness. Okay, so yeah, things are going great right now. Questions or comments are great. I really appreciate it. It's good to know that I can help you out any way I can. Great to be informed of what's happening with Space Continuum. So I'm going to channel out. This is Andrew Weston, resident in all solar systems, planets, intelligence, through its communication and its communication wires, through its technologies as systematical systems. Calling it. Adios.